Hey guys, it's Laurie from Strait Talk. Be sure to check out new videos every Saturday on our Strait Talk channel. And if you like us, please share and subscribe to the channel. And please, please, please click the bell to get new notifications, all right? Have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll get through this together. Bye.
Hello, welcome back to Strait Talk. Woo! This is our second video, and we are friends. We've been friends for years, and we decided to sit down and talk about this adapting and the surviving of quarantine life. Ugh. And we just are here to support one another. My name is Laurie.
My name is Amanda. I'm Charlotte.
I'm Starzia.
And I'm Beaty.
And today we have a Mother's Day special. Yes, our mamas, our queens, the ones who gave birth to us. Yes. I'm so happy because today we get to talk about motherhood. We get to talk about our own experiences. There's some of the girls who are mothers in this group. And we're just going to dive right in. For me, girls, motherhood, let me tell you, it was a slap in the face and a welcome to real life, because everything before that was like crap. Okay. I love my son, but he went and took me into a whirlwind of real life ish, if you understand what I'm saying. It's too much. I mean,
Real
if you guys want to just real life ish. I don't know. I mean, I had C-sections. I was in a hospital for a week. He came out 7 weeks early. It was like a whole thing, but you know, I wouldn't change it for the world because he's my baby. You know what I mean?
See, they always say that.
Ended on a good note.
The moms always say that. They'll say like, "Oh my gosh, you know, this human being sucks the life out of me. I can't believe that this little thing is."
Let's not talk about the
breastfeeding.
again. he thought my thing was a chew toy. That's not cute.
Oh my gosh.
That's not cute.
Oh my goodness, I can't. Does anybody
It's
remember?
true, because it's almost like traumatizing. But you're like, I would do it again. That's how much I love this thing that came out of me.
Let me tell you, I already started to talk to my husband about getting another baby. He looking at me like, you nuts, all right? He's telling me straight up, like, you got problems. I don't know, because he was really traumatized. I was in the hospital for a whole week. He was traumatized. He was like, I'm cutting this thing off. Like, I'm not doing this no more.
Oh my gosh, y'all make sacrifices for real. Y'all really do. Like, to put your body through so much to create a life that you're gonna adore forever is crazy. Like, I don't know. I think about it all the time. I'm not a mom. People ask me all the time if I want to be a mom. The answer is no, and that's a personal choice. I'm completely okay with that. But I love my mom to death. Like, she's my homegirl. I don't know. I just think the idea of a baby coming out of me and just thinking like, I can't break this, can't drop this, can't do anything.
No, I definitely agree, because I'm not a mom either. I'm actually waiting for my education to be over first, and then moving in with my boyfriend before having a kid, and obviously get married first. It's a religious thing for me, before having a baby. But at first I wanted 5 kids. And now I'm like, now that I'm older and I realize, I
can't really say this because Beaty's like the one with like a baseball team and her house. Like,
yeah, I would give him a baseball team, but now that I know what real life is, I can't. I might stick with just 2, honestly.
I'm really interested to see like how Beaty does it, because if y'all don't know, viewers, Beaty has 6 kids. If you want to learn more about us, talk to listen to the other video in the beginning. 6 kids, not 5, not 4, not 3. This homegirl right here in the pink right there, she got 6 kids. I don't know how she does it. Plus she goes to school. Homegirl be cooking it. She just yelled at her husband because she's so sick and tired of this. It's too much. It's too much.
Damn, Laurie.
It's too much. Beaty, talk. Let them know.
Okay, so as a mother of a big family, this is so much to talk about. So as a mom of a big family, it brings a lot of joy. It does, but those moments are far and few, but they're worth it. And you become almost like you become a referee. You become an organizer. You become a nurse. I mean,
a
there's
doctor,
just so much to
pediatrician.
it. You gotta schedule and organize for 6 little human beings that you're in charge of, and that is like a lot of work. And on top of that, I work full time, and I'm still studying to keep furthering my career. And my husband also works full time. And but I do gotta say, I don't know if I would be able to do this alone, because we are a partnership, and when it comes to the kids, we do work together a lot. And for any like single moms out there, even if you have one kid, I gotta give it to you, because it is so much work. Single parent, period. And you need to be able to give each other a break, because I've been wanting to pull my hair out. As much as I love them and I wouldn't trade any of them for the world, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work.
Charlotte, tell us about your experience. I haven't heard nothing from you, homegirl.
Oh God, she's 3. I say she's going on 33. That attitude, she is sassy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's just as Amanda says, even though they make you want to pull your hair out, you love them to death. And that is my princess, and she is my everything. But oh my goodness. But when it comes to like the pain of it, you forget that. You forget the C-section, you forget the labor, you forget all of that.
It becomes worth it.
Yeah. And honestly, by the following week, you're like, oh, but it wasn't that bad. In the moment, like I'm dying, but
like I said, I had a C-section, and the doctor was like, "You nuts." My mom, she was like, "You're nuts," because I was like walking and all that, and she's like, "You literally had your surgery. What are you doing walking around?" But I'm like, I was young, I'm young, and I feel like I recuperated easier.
I was, girl, you just had him a year ago. What you mean you was young? You still
not. At the time that I had it, like my body was young.
When you become a mom, they emotionally.
That's what happens.
I'm gonna give it to Laurie. She said her body was young. The body goes through changes after you.
Does.
And everything.
Let me tell you something. I be hyperventilating, going up them stairs now. It ain't the same. And a homeboy, I'm over here carrying him. He supposedly weighed 25 pounds. He feel like 35 pounds. And he's over here like, I can't do that. I can't.
I'm happy your baby is 35 pounds. When he came out, what was he, like 2 pounds?
3 pounds, 6 ounces. This little guy was like, I could hold him in my hand. And let me tell you something. And sorry if I cry, because I see him now. Like, I just did a post with me before him. He came out 7 weeks early. I mean, Beaty's had a lot of premature babies too, so she understands. And they're so small and so fragile. And now it's like, yo, you changed 180. You over here yelling at me. He yells at me all the time. He yells at me all the freaking time.
Brian was 7 weeks early. And he was about 4 pounds and some change. I had really big preemies.
Yeah, you always say that.
Look almost full term.
Beaty, how has having 6 kids made you into like how like I have so many questions for Beaty, I don't even know where to start. But how has like not just having, I guess you can maybe take it back to the first time you had your first child, right? Your son. Mm-hmm. From that moment, how did you realize I don't mind doing this 5 more times?
All right. So let's go back to before I was pregnant. I have a condition called polycystic ovarian syndrome. And right off the bat, they told me I couldn't have children. I said, I want a large family. And I actually said I wanted 6 kids when me and Louis started talking about our family. And he was like, sure, yeah, as many kids as you want, that's what we'll have. He was like totally with it.
When it came reality, he's like, what the heck did I put myself into? And I gotta say, Beaty, that doctor who lied to you, you need to call him and be like, yo, I need money because you lied.
Actually, I couldn't get pregnant at first. I had a hard time getting pregnant in the beginning, and they offered me fertility drugs. But I was young because I got married young. I got married at 18. And I was like, I don't want to do fertility drugs because I don't want to wind up with like twins or triplets because I don't think I can handle that. Which I wound up doing that to myself anyway, but.
Yeah, because all your kids are like right there in age, right?
So I had 2 that are well, the first 3 are a year and 5 months apart, and then the fourth one is a little bit more spaced out. He's like a year and 8 months apart. And then I waited like 5 years, and then I had 2 more about a year and a half apart to each other. Yeah, my 2 little babies. But
that alone is hard because you're having them at baby. Like you have like a toddler and then a baby, and then.
Oh yeah, I had like a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, and I was pregnant.
Yeah, I remember meeting you for the first time, and I remember going to your house, and you're like, I mean, I'm telling you, Beaty Superwoman, like she had all them kids, and then the stroller, and then everybody, and then like it was a lot. Like I don't know.
I feel like
and he was very protective. He used to be like, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, I said every time I saw Beaty, like I wouldn't see Beaty for like a couple, like I think maybe a year or a couple months at a time. It felt like a couple months. It was like I guess a year at a time. And every time I saw it, I'm pregnant. I'm like, again? Again?
Yeah, there was a long time. Like, okay, so for the viewers, I met Beaty when I met my husband at like 16. So
she's my sister-in-law.
Huh?
They are my sister-in-law.
Yes, that's my sissy-in-law right there. Like she was pregnant for a long time. So when she had that 5-year gap, we were like, it was weird. It was weird not having break.
She needed a break.
I'm like, hello, when's this thing
started?
Deserved
break. Shoot.
Give the uterus
I didn't believe. What? I mean, I'm sorry. What?
Oh no, I didn't say anything. Go ahead.
No, I didn't believe when you told me you were pregnant with your son Nathan. I was like, she lying. And then she was. I was like, oh damn, she's doing it again.
She's doing it again.
See, I wanted 6 kids, right? Initially. But after having 3, I was like, I'm done. Right. But then I got pregnant again with Nathan. I'm sorry, not with Nathan, with Ryan. He's my 4th son. And then I said, I really don't want no more because this is a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. And then I was good. I hadn't got pregnant. 5 years later, oh my God, I'm pregnant again. I actually cried. I was like, but Louis was actually happy. He was like, oh no, it's a blessing. And I was like, okay. Then after we had Nathan, I said, well, one more. We'll have our 6. Maybe it's a girl. Maybe it's not a girl because if everybody does have 5 sons, and then my last one, my 6th one, was my daughter. So I was like, all right, let's try one more time. And it took me a while to convince Louis because usually I wait like 5 months after I give birth, which doesn't sound like a lot of time for my schedule. It's a lot of time.
Verify. You have 5 boys and 1 girl. Your youngest is a daughter. Is your daughter?
Yeah. Yes.
And they all look exactly like you. All of them. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Word.